took the family to Chipotle last month. And we walk in, and I mean, there's already a line. There are other people who are waiting to experience this, and we wait after this long line. We get right up to the counter we're about to order. And it's kind of like high pressure, high tension when you got the 4 kids and the wife, and we're all standing there, and you're getting ready, you got your order worked out in your mind, and this guy cuts in line. He gets right in front of me, and then he turns around, and he says, "Hey, man," he says, "the starter's out on my car. Will you buy me a bus ticket to Atlanta?" I'm like, "Man, I'm sorry, I don't have bus ticket to Atlanta. I don't have cash for that on me." And he said, "Will you buy me a burrito?" And I'm like, "Man, you're good. I mean, I see what you did. You went high and then you went low. I mean, you did. And then you got me in this moment, this high pressure, we're waiting to order. And then my kids are all watching me to see what I'm going to do. You're good. You are good." And so, my kids are watching, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll buy you a burrito." And so he ends up, all the kids start getting through, and I make sure they get through. And then he tells me his name is Reed. And then Reed begins to order, and he said he wants a burrito bowl. And Reed starts to get burrito bowl. And then he tells the lady, she's like, "What meat do you want?" He said, "I want pinto beans, I want black beans, and I want steak." He said, "And I'll take double steak." I'm like, man, come on. I don't even let my wife get double steak. I mean, except on her birthday. On her birthday, she can have double steak. He's like, "Double steak?" I'm like, "All right, bro." We keep going. He's like, "I want some cheese on there and some sour cream and some salsa." You know what I'm watching for. You Chipotle people, you know what I'm watching next. I'm like, what's he going to do? Is he going to get the guac? And sure enough, he said, "Give me the guacamole." I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, they tell us that beggars can't be choosers, but nobody told Reed. I mean, he's choosing everything. And we get to the end, he's like, "I want chips, I want a Coke." And at this point, I'm ticked. And we get through, I pay for my whole family. It's probably $12 more with everything Reed got. And he gets his Coke, and he turns, and when we were standing there and we're waiting for my family, we were standing there when my family was ordering. I said, "Reed," I said, "I'm just doing this because I'm a follower of Jesus." I said, I'm just doing it in his name." And then Reed, when he finished up, he said, "Thank you." And so he walks off, and at this point, I'm just kind of ticked. I sit down with the family, and I start to pout. It's a spiritual gift. It really is. The whole family, they're enjoying their burritos, but I'm feeling like I got scammed. I got taken advantage of, so I'm starting to pout a little bit. And then one of the kids did something which really wasn't a big deal, but then I let them have it because it wasn't what they did. It was because I'm mad at Reed, and I felt like I got taken advantage of. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, all right? It's confession. And so we get to the house, and I'm still kind of in a bad mood that night, and wake up the next morning. I'm sitting down, just spend some time with the Lord, and just kind of processing the day before, and start thinking about that. I wasn't real proud at how I handled the whole deal. And so I said, "God, what was that?" I just sensed like what God said to me was, "Kevin, you didn't get scammed. You didn't get scammed. Reed didn't scam you. You scammed Reed. Because you said you did it in Jesus' name. That wasn't in Jesus' name." See, Jesus' name means with his signature. It means with his presence. It means with his love. Hey, you didn't do that in Jesus' name. And then I started to imagine, what would it have been like if I would have done it in Jesus' name? "Hey, Reed, come here. That steak is good. Get you double steak. And Reed, get all that. We got some sour cream. We got some cheese. And Reed, why don't you get the guacamole? I know it's extra, Reed. Don't worry about it. Get some guacamole. Get double guacamole, Reed. And Reed, get chips and a Coke. And Reed, why don't you come sit down with our family and have dinner with us? Because we'd love to hear your story." What would it have been like if I would have done it in Jesus' name?